On the heels of our last topic in which some terrible birth defects were discussed, today's stories on strange pregnancies and births are altogether different, we promise, so here we go. Number 1. Mythbusters. We're interested in a pregnancy. One of their stories on this topic is worthy of a low-budget horror movie, as it is about the story of getting pregnant by an octopus. The story begins with an ordinary situation. It's about a woman who was once admitted to the hospital with abdominal pains, having examined the patient. They painted the conclusion that she was pregnant and proceeded to do a C-section procedure, which resulted in a live octopus coming into the world. The new mother reported that about 6 months ago she was diving and must have swallowed an egg of an octopus, which then grew inside her stomach. Mythbusters Krista Patch levels such a surrealistic story, and after several experiments they proved its absurdity. The thing is that no matter how many eggs one swallows, the insides of the human body do not contribute to a comfortable hatching environment for an octopus's eggs. They would die long before maturing because of the wrong temperature, wrong salinity, and absence of ventilating and flushing jets of water provided by the octopus's mom under normal conditions. So you can relax and continue swimming in water without fearing that you might become heroines of a horror movie. Number 2. Bullet Father. An article published in 1874 told this story of Drive Leland Capers, a highly reputable physician at the time. Papers wrote of how he was on the battlefield during the Civil War in Mississippi when a soldier was struck by a bullet in his testicles, and seconds later a young nearby girl screamed in pain. While Capers was treating the wounded soldier, the girl's mother ran out and pleaded for the doctor to come to the aid of her daughter. He complied. He discovered that a mini ball, and that's what they called round bullets back then, had penetrated her abdominal cavity. He treated her as best he could, and soon she began to recover. Over the course of the next few months it was obvious she was pregnant, although she swore repeatedly that was impossible. Finally the doctor said she delivered an 8-pound baby boy, and upon further investigation, Drive Capers found that her hymen was intact. Very odd. A few weeks later the family became concerned that the newborn's testicles were swollen. The doctor examined him and did a quick operation, and to his astonishment found a mini ball in his scrotum. Drive Capers then remembered he had treated a young soldier for a mini ball passing through his testicles many months ago, just before treating the young girl. That same mini ball, he concluded, must have passed through the soldier's testicles, and with particles of semen found its way into the woman's abdomen and impregnated her. He explained the story to the family, and they urged the doctor to set up a meeting with him. A short time after the doctor introduced the girl and her family to the soldier, the two were married and later produced 2 more children in a more conventional way. It was a happily ever after moment, but we now must confess that the story I just told you here is a complete life. Number 3. Swimming Pool Father. However, you should be careful about swimming pool, or you might have something happen to you like the story of these schoolgirls. A girl had invited her friends to a swimming pool party, but she could hardly imagine that her 15 friends as well as herself would become expecting moms after the party. According to them, there was nothing to provoke such an outcome, and the cause of their mass maternity was only swimming in the pool together with one of the young male guests at the party. Later, one of the doctors allegedly diagnosed him with a rare disease, one of the symptoms of which is the enhanced spermatozoid activity. That is, conception was possible even without the direct contact. It was enough for the girls to be near him at the right moment and probably have forgotten their swimsuits. The only thing is, the potential witnesses of the story failed to mention how the spermatozoids, even superactive ones, were able to survive in water, especially as it was chlorinated, and skeptics insinuate that the young guests at the party just wanted to conceal the details of their too close interaction with one another. Number 4. Calamari Father. If you like eating calamari, you might not now. A 63-year-old South Korean woman became pregnant inside her mouth after eating calamari. She told doctors, yes, medical people were most certainly involved here, that she was dining on a portion of cooked whole squid when she experienced a terrible sharp pain in her mouth. An examination revealed there were baby cephalopods, 12 in all, attached to several areas of her mouth. The small pods were covered with a cement-like material that made them stick like glue to those areas. Inside these pods were an ejaculatory element that would forcefully and painfully for the woman expel squid sperm. After hospitalization, doctors removed the baby's cephalopods from her gums, tongue and cheek. We have no idea how much this traumatized her, although we are pretty sure it did. Number 5. Pregnant man. Started associating himself with the male gender at the age of 10, but started hormonal therapy at the process of transition to the other gender when he was 23. Over there he had managed to become a finalist of the Miss Hawaii competition and a black belt holder in Taekwondo. Sex change surgery became possible in 2002, which nevertheless left his reproductive organs intact. After the surgery, Thomas changed all his documents, legally documented his affiliation with the male gender, and was able to enter into marriage with his girlfriend Nancy Gillespie. The couple's life was darkened with the news that his wife was infertile, after which the family decided that artificial conception was necessary. A sperm bank helped the family bring a new inhabitant led to this world, and then 2 more over the subsequent years. After his 3rd childbirth, Thomas finally had the female parts of his body removed. But by that time he was already a multi-child father and the officially recognized first pregnant man. What do you think of our stories today? Let us know in the comments section below. Don't forget to like us, and be sure to subscribe for more stories like this.